Hi, Aries. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to get into your general message and see what Spirit wants to talk to you about today. I've been doing something a bit different this time around with all the signs, and that is pulling out oracle cards. I used to do this when I first started the channel, but somehow along the way, I didn't feel the need to, and now we are returning. I feel like this is a message for you. Perhaps something is coming full circle at this time. Okay, or some energy could be coming back up from the past. And I did pull some oracle cards here for you. And I am seeing that here, that you are dealing with something that might feel a little bit difficult. It could be about any aspect of your life, but my first intuitive feeling was that it's about some kind of connection that you've had in the past, or maybe that you're currently in, but something has shifted. However, it could be about work, it could be about you with yourself, could be about you in creative projects. So you take it however it resonates. I also decided to sit with your energy longer than I usually do and channel some messages. I'm an intuitive worker. I was going to say reader, but worker came out. I'm an intuitive worker. Sure. I work with the energy. I read the energy, and I use the tarot as a tool to help me communicate that energy clearly. Okay, so if you're not into that kind of energy work, then this might not be your message. I might not be the reader for you. So I have your messages written right here, and I'll just go over them, and then we'll get into the cards, and then I'll pull the tarot. We'll do that together. So the numbers I got are 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Maybe there's a succession of something that's going on here for you. Right now, there's something about distractions that you need to push away. It would also serve you well to carry around a small notebook with you so that you could reach into your pocket and write down the mysteries of your mind, is what I'm getting. I got the song, who is that? Boys to Men, The End of the Road. Something's coming to the end of the road, or you're at the end of the road with something. I also heard this, and it was very quiet, and Spirit is usually very quiet when Spirit speaks. Okay, so remember that as well. It was like a whisper, and I really had to listen for it. And it was, when I know this, everything will make sense. And I feel like this is you having an ongoing kind of, I'm hearing longevity. I don't know. There's something that's lasting through time. And it's like you're having an ongoing conversation with yourself, and you're just looking for that last puzzle piece or something to help you click everything into place. And it's like, that's when it will make sense. When I know this, and I don't know what this is for you, but we'll try to figure it out. I also heard crossfire and then lost love with a question mark. I got the letters J, T, V, A, B, and C. Then I also got this message here. This was interesting. Just another Wednesday. So maybe something is happening on Wednesday, or did happen on a Wednesday. Wednesday is associated with Mercury, which is communication. So there could have been something about communication on a Wednesday that was significant. And when I was looking into the symbolism of Wednesday, I got that it also is symbolic of the day where there is guardianship of the dead. This feels like something from the past that's coming up for you. Maybe it is a lost love. Then I also got that this whole message here is like a sidebar. So this doesn't seem to be the main focus of your life right now. There's other things going on for you, beautiful things, productive things, and this is kind of a sidebar to your life. It's like, I don't know, the postscript in some sense. That keeps coming through too, postscript. Or it's like the footnotes of the current chapter, but the footnotes can sometimes provide the most information. Okay, so I feel like this sidebar, this feeling that you have, or whatever it is that you're trying to work through, is very significant, and it might be very personal, something that you don't talk to other people about often. Now, I also heard Gollum, like, from Lord of the Rings. What does he say? My precious. The ring is my precious. But when I looked up Gollum, like, I knew who it was, but I spelt it wrong. In the movie, I think it's Gollum or something like that. But I spelled it Golam. And when I searched that, what came up was that this word is Hebrew, is comes from Hebrew folklore, and it refers to an artificial being that is endowed with life, which is probably where they got the name from, because that makes sense. Okay, so I feel like this situation with this person or connection might be something that you're giving life to when it's dead. I'm sorry to say, but it's a guardianship of the dead, you know, like, and I mean by that, I mean like it's in the past. An artificial being. You could be making something, well, how do I say that? Well, something's not entirely real. And I think you know this. When I know this, everything will make sense. I think you know that something here is not totally real. There is something artificial. Okay, so we're going to get into it. I'm also hearing Sagittarius here, Aries, and you came up in their reading too. But I got these cards, Cold Moon, Stillness, Abundance, and Withdraw. So this is a period here not to really start new projects and go on new endeavors. You know, I'm sure some of you are, and so you got to just follow your intuition whether you want to take this part of the message or not. But if you feel like a big resistance to starting something new, this is probably why, because there's some energy that you're working through at this time that requires you to shift your focus into that in order to resolve something, okay? In order to make sense of something, to come to the end of the road with something. And this cold moon is actually the December full moon, which is coming up. So this could be a moment of closure for you, a significant moment in time where you will close out something big in your life that, although it's a sidebar, it's still taking up a lot of time in your mind or in your heart. We also got Cheerful Lady, number 4, a lively spirit is never alone. Spirit wants you to know that even though you might be entering a phase here where you feel very alone, even if you're surrounded by many people, you might feel like you can't talk to someone about what's going on in your heart space, that you are not actually alone. You have yourself to cheer yourself up. And I know that can sound trite. I understand. But Spirit's giving us this card for a reason. For me to tell you that you have a magnificent light within you that you can rely on to lift your spirits up, lift your own spirits up. You're never truly alone, okay? And part of the reason why you attract so many people is because of your lively spirit. But again, this might not be a time where you want to focus on attracting more people towards you. It might be more of a time to attract the best parts of yourself to yourself. You know, your artistic sensibilities, the places when you're alone and you find peace within yourself. That will serve you well right now. Maybe you want to tell some jokes to yourself. Do you laugh at yourself? That could be very healing for you at this time. The major arcana card I got for you is the Empress in reverse. This is telling me that for whoever I'm connecting to, and this might not be you, so if it's not resonating, that's okay. You know, it's just not your message. But for whoever I am connecting to, you're not feeling so hot about yourself. You're really not valuing yourself, okay? There's a question of self-worth here. You're letting something, and I don't mean that in a, you're so weak. I just mean something is affecting you. And I feel like it's kind of, I'm getting it's had a time and a place. I'm hearing you're still beautiful. You're still smart. You still have a whole life ahead of you, regardless of how old you are, okay? Or whatever you think you look like or your intelligence level. Spirit's telling you this right now, okay? You're still all of those things that you were in the past that you loved about yourself. That's still you. Whatever happened back here, don't let it define your current reality. Even if you still have the past rising back up, or you still feel some emotional connection with something from the past, you're like, why can't I let this go? It's okay. Don't get down on yourself. The Empress has been through many, many things. You think she doesn't have memories? You think she hasn't been through hard lessons? Some say the Empress is the culmination of all the queens in the tarot. All those queens have been through shit, especially the Queen of Swords. I mean, my God. And if she embodies the Queen of Swords as well, then she has seen some things, okay? And even though she's beautiful and abundant, she's had struggle in her life, and she's allowed to reflect on that struggle and think about the past and feel sadness, feel pain. It's okay. It does not make you less of an empress to go through those emotions. And even if it's been 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, it's okay. But I feel like you're getting a little bit hard on yourself here. Okay, we got this card too. Kintsugi, I think is how you say it. It's a Japanese word for the art of bringing broken pieces back together in pottery. Maybe you're doing some pottery. But what this card talks about is finding the beauty in something that seems broken. Repairing something that is broken into something that is beautiful. Okay, and so even though you might not be able to repair a connection you've had with someone or something, it doesn't mean that you can't find the beauty in the broken pieces, that you can't create something new out of this thing for yourself. I'm a heavy believer in transmutation. I have an 8th house stellium, and the 8th house is all about transformation. So this is what I like to do. I feel guided to ring this bell, which is probably transmuting some energy there. I like to take things that are difficult in my life and use them as this like source of energy to create something new. So I can paint about something that, or sketch and drawing about something that's bothering me. I can make a experimental film, and I've done all of these things. Create a tarot channel, write an essay, like whatever it is, I take it and I use it. I do something with it. And not only does it make me grateful for that difficult thing that happened, because now it's benefited me, it's gotten me to another part of my life where I understand something deeper, the meaningfulness of something on a deeper level. But I also find the beauty in it. Okay? And Spirit says, you do this too, Aries, so don't forget it. I know you do it. Whoever I'm talking to, I know you've done this already. So this is just another one of those waves of emotion that is coming forward, gifting you this energy. Okay, Aries, here you go. Here's that wave. And yeah, it's melancholy, it's dark, it's sad, it's whatever. But here you go. Here's that water. Here's that water for you to go water that seed you want to plant and grow, for you to go do something with it. We don't want a barren desert here. There's nothing grows in a barren desert. We want that wave to come in. And the way it hits us and gets us, it really strikes us. It almost forces us to work with it, because we just can't sit in that emotional space, not doing anything. Okay, so I don't know. We must be talking about something pretty deep here. We also got maktoum, which is an Arabic word for it has been written, it's destiny. And this is in reverse with perception in reverse. See, she's crying into this shell, which is growing this beautiful flower. See the emotion feeding into something beautiful you can grow. But these are coming out in reverse, which is telling me you might not be really seeing this as quite the opportunity that I'm telling you it is. I'm painting a picture that you just aren't wanting to look at. You're saying, I'm not buying that painting. Okay, so there's some resistance here in the energy for sure. But we're going there, all right? We're going there. So let's jump in. Let's get the tarot out, see what Spirit wants to say to you about all of this. What do you need to know? What can you learn? Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, we much prefer to be in this energy than the Empress in reverse, right? This is somebody who's beautiful, attractive, creative, magical. People love her. She's very popular. This is someone who's safe, secure, who grows abundance. But remember, they're not the Empress. Even the Empress in reverse can be a better energy. And I've never said this, and I don't actually, I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm getting it. The Empress in reverse can be a better energy than these two combined in the upright. Because even if it's in the shadow, you can't have the shadow without the light. You can't be the Empress in reverse without also being the Empress in the upright. It's just not possible. Light and dark always play together. Can't be one without the other. I'm hearing that quote, it can't always be night. Two more. For Aries, spirit guides. If you're uncomfortable the way you're sitting, just fix that right now. I don't know why that's for someone. All right, Aries. And this is not gender specific, by the way. I guess I should have said that earlier, but oh well. We have the Six of Pentacles for your overall energy. Let's get all the cards. Ace of Cups at the bottom. This is going to turn out very beautiful for you. This moment that is unfolding right now. Even these emotions that you feel are tough or rough. Let me just elevate myself for a second. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, even these tough emotions, you know, it's all going to work out. You are going to transmute the energy. You are going to create something new here, Aries. Okay, your current energy, Six of Pentacles. It's like, I'm hearing, why me? You know, why is this being given to me? Why was this lesson given to me? Why did this person come into my life? What did they want from me? Why did they leave my life? It's like, what is with this energy coming into my field? I feel it's these questions here with the Six of Pentacles. What am I supposed to do? What did I get? What do I give? Let's go further. Spirit, what do you want me to say about this? Queen of Swords. Okay. So we've seen three queens now. Who are we missing? The Queen of Cups, which is about self-love. Queen of Swords. See, look at her. That's in the Empress energy. Well, you're kind of pissed that you gave something to someone. Your heart, your time, your talent, your skills. Some form of communication, moon. You could have taken a chance here and cut through some kind of silence I'm getting for some of you. Or you could have cut through some fear, some shadow space in order to get truth and clarity. I feel like you did it kind of sharp though. I feel like you came with your battle gear on. Consider it. Okay, Aries, there's some, look at her energy. You wanted clarity. Okay, and you still do. You still want clarity. And I do feel like this relentless energy that comes in waves, okay? It's not constant. It comes in waves about I need to know something so something can make sense, so I can turn myself into the upright once again and become that cheerful lady I am. Does that rhyme? Okay, so there's kind of a harshness, a coldness in your energy because you want to know the truth, okay? And you're sick and tired of not knowing the truth about why something was given and received, okay? It's some kind of energetic exchange you had with someone. So your opportunity is the Page of Wands. Black and white. There's another black and white card. This is the Green Mangerie Tarot. It's really cool. It's got all different kinds of judgment, all different artwork styles combined together, which I love. Spice of life. Okay, Page of Wands is your opportunity. One second. It's interesting because I don't really think things are black and white. Okay, this isn't my personal opinion. But your opportunity and your advice are both cards that are black and white. And it's almost like Spirit's saying, see something in black and white terms, which I feel is look at the facts of a situation. look at what went down. Maybe you're thinking too much about the emotional space around it, okay? Or you're trying to intuitively feel through something, but there are like cold, hard facts that you could rely on to get your answers, okay? Someone's behavior, maybe what someone said. I don't know, there were some actions that were taken that are very clear, the intentions behind them, okay? And seeing something for what it is, or focusing on those facts in a kind of black and white manner, could help you bring something to an end here. I'm hearing Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra, but I also feel like accessing the Libra in your chart. We all have Libra somewhere in our chart. So whatever house that rules, maybe you have personal planets in Libra, like accessing that, relying on that part of your chart as a source of strength could be helpful. Because Libra can be very, they're the Justice card. They can be very black and white about things. And that's to bring things into balance. We also have the light and the shadow. Can't always be night. So perhaps Spirit is also saying to see the light side of this situation, of this feeling. I feel like there's some kind of inspired, there's some inspiration you have here to create something in your life or do something. And Spirit wants you to sit on it. And typically I wouldn't say that with the Page of Wands, but your strength is the Four of Pentacles, which is a reserved energy. It is sitting literally on these pentacles. Okay, sitting on the possibility or the potential to do something, really taking that time to reflect with the cold moon. Because, I feel like your perception might be a little bit off here. It might be being colored by something else that is actually just a sidebar in your life. So there's something bigger going on or being, unfolding in your life. Perhaps unrelated, or could be related, but I feel for most of you it's unrelated to this sidebar situation. But the sidebar is becoming taking up more of the screen. Coloring your vision. Coloring, black and white, right. And you need to see it in black and white. Okay. So your strength, Four of Pentacles. This really is a time of going inward. Conserving your energy is very important at this time. I also feel like planting yourself somewhere could be auspicious, I'm hearing. So maybe putting down some roots somewhere, or if you're a kind of person who travels around a lot, maybe you want to carve out some time not to. Okay? And I'm saying maybe a lot because this is all you're going to have to feel through intuitively whether that's the right advice for you or not. This is a general reading. So it could be good advice for you, or it might not be. It depends on how you intuitively connect with what I'm saying. That's how you'll know. Okay, interesting. Well, that's interesting that I'm talking to you about intuition, because the challenge for you is the High Priestess. This is trusting your intuition. There could also be a secret here. A secret connection, a secret in a past connection, something that isn't out on the table, out in the open. There's something secretive. That might be the challenge, okay? Or someone doesn't know what you've been through or what went down. What do you want to say about this? High Priestess, what do you want to say, Spirit Guides, for Aries or whoever else is here? We have the Page of Swords. The answer, if you're trying to figure out a secret, hold on, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is very specific, but if you're trying to figure out what happened in a certain situation, the answer is in what happened immediately after. Okay, like the aftermath of a situation, maybe it's what happened to a person. Did they start dating someone new? Did they get it? Like, where did they go? I don't know. Or it's like, did they hire someone else right away? Or did they ice you out? Like, the aftermath of a situation, the cycle that happened after, is your answer. That's just for some of you. If you're trying to figure out a secret. there was also something that was in the works here with this person or this situation for a long time that maybe you weren't privy to. Okay. It's because they had to go through something alone. King of Cups. The Chariot. They had to connect to their higher, they had to get stronger. They had to go through something alone. I don't know what this is about. It seems specific, so we're just going to leave that there. For those of you who know what the secret is, okay, the answer's in that. Why you're keeping something secret. Why are you, if you have a secret, why? That's your answer. Okay, Page of Swords, High Priestess. 7 of Cups for your advice. Yeah, the 7 of Cups is a card of many choices, but it's also a card of being overwhelmed and confused, possibly having a lot of illusions. And in the Rider-Waite, the colored version, we see the person in black, in their shadow. Okay, so they're looking at all these choices from their shadow self. So they're not clear on what they want or what they know. And Spirit, again, with the black and white, is saying it's easy to get clear with something. Address your fear. There's something you fear, and it's stopping you from seeing something that's very obvious. Ace of Swords, very obvious, the truth. Okay, could be something someone said. 2 of Cups. In a connection, about a connection. Death, about the ending of something. It's very clear, okay? And sometimes we can get ourselves all messed up because we're trying to see a reality that isn't. Because maybe something hurts so much, or maybe we don't agree with someone else's actions, and so we try to figure it out, justify why they did what they did. When really they did what they did, the Tower, because it didn't serve them, it didn't serve you, because they're volatile, erratic, they like chaos, whatever it is, right? Okay. So look at something, okay, so let's see. The next 3 months, what's going to manifest? I love seeing this for you right now. I'm hearing Pisces, which this is a Pisces card, Aries, and this is a new perspective. A new perspective on an old situation that maybe's been haunting you. I feel like we have this characters in shadow too. Maybe you're going to see the ways in which your shadow has been telling you a certain story about yourself or about someone else. I feel like you're confronting some deep fear you have about this connection. Now on this card, Cold Moon, Stillness and Withdrawal, we have abundance coming in too. So you're going to see the value of the emotions that you're currently feeling and also what has happened in your life. You're going to see something from a new perspective here. I really like this. The Magician. Aries. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Transmutation, using that wave of energy to create something. It's like, yes, the Tower. It's like, I'm going to use this energy from the Tower to create a new reality for myself. So powerful. You are on top of this. You are the Empress in the upright, even when you're in reverse. Okay, Aries? This is gorgeous. Don't underestimate your strength, your intelligence, your beauty, your magic, because I'm seeing it right here clearly. All right. So I'm going to go into an extended reading. The link for that is in the description box below. In the extended, we go a layer deeper into this message and see what Spirit wants to say. But if you don't want to go to that extended, or you can't for whatever reason, then please trust that you received all the information that you needed right here. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.